Jamaica has been holding its breath for days, waiting for one major announcement, and tonight, the update everyone has been waiting for has finally arrived. The Jamaican government has confirmed that reggae icon Jimmy Cliff will be honored with an official funeral. This moment marks one of the most significant national farewells Jamaica has given in years, and it reflects the enormous impact of a man who turned reggae into a worldwide cultural movement, carrying the rhythms of Jamaica into every corner of the earth. Jimmy Cliff, born James Chambers, passed away on November 24th at the age of 81. The cause of death was reported as complications from pneumonia after he suffered a seizure. His wife announced the heartbreaking news through social media, triggering an emotional wave across Jamaica, the Caribbean, and the global music community. Cliff was more than a musician. He was an ambassador of Jamaican culture, a man whose voice, lyrics, and messages helped shape the country's identity on the world stage. And now, in a historic decision, Jamaica has declared that he will be accorded an official funeral, an honor reserved only for the most distinguished individuals in the country's history. The announcement was made by Jamaica's Minister of Entertainment, Olivia Babsy Grange, during a powerful and emotional session in the House of Representatives. As she stood before Parliament, surrounded by lawmakers from both sides of the political aisle, her voice carried both sorrow and pride. She spoke not only as a minister, but as a Jamaican who understood the magnitude of Cliff's contribution. She confirmed that the cabinet had approved the official funeral and that plans are underway to honor Cliff in a way that reflects the size of his legacy. She also revealed something that brought a hush across the chamber. Jimmy Cliff left behind specific instructions for how he wants Jamaica to say farewell to him. Those instructions, she said, will be shared with the public soon. The news sent shockwaves through the island, not because people doubted he deserved such an honor, but because the moment felt historic. Official funerals in Jamaica are extremely rare. They are typically reserved for cabinet ministers, members of the Senate, speakers of the House, or widows and widowers of national heroes. For a musician to receive this level of recognition places Jimmy Cliff in a category shared by only the most iconic Jamaicans. It is the country's ultimate gesture of respect. As Minister Grange spoke, the House paid tribute to Cliff with glowing speeches that highlighted his influence. Prime Minister Andrew Holness stated that Jamaica had lost one of its greatest sons. Opposition leader Mark Golding described Cliff as a cultural giant whose music helped shape international perceptions of Jamaica. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett, Minister of Local Government Desmond McKenzie, and several other members of Parliament echoed the same sentiment. This is a loss the entire nation feels. Jimmy Cliff was born in Somerton, St. James before moving to Spanish Town Road in West Kingston as a young man. His early life shaped his musical identity, rooted in struggle, hope, and a deep connection to the people around him. Those who lived near him during those early years speak of a young man who carried music in his bones, always humming, always imagining melodies that would one day travel the world. And travel they did. He became a global star with hits like Many Rivers to Cross, You Can Get It If You Really Want, and The Harder They Come. His music was not just entertainment. It was storytelling. It was resistance. It was identity. Jimmy Cliff introduced Jamaica to millions of people who had never heard reggae before. And for generations, his voice became a symbol of resilience, spirituality, and the human struggle for freedom. He helped lift reggae out of Kingston's streets and place it onto the world stage long before reggae became a global genre. The decision to honor him with an official funeral not only acknowledges his artistic achievements, but also his influence on Jamaica's cultural identity. He was a Grammy-winning artist. He was an actor who starred in one of the most important films in Jamaican history, The Harder They Come. He was a global ambassador for peace, unity, and culture. And now, the nation prepares to mourn him in a ceremony worthy of his legacy. As soon as the government revealed its decision, Jamaica erupted in conversation. Radio hosts across the island opened their phone lines for callers to share memories of Cliff's songs. Social media flooded with clips from his concerts, interviews, and speeches. Fans reminisced about the first time they heard his voice, the moments his music pulled them through hardship, and the way his lyrics seemed to speak directly to the soul. International artists, from reggae legends to modern musicians, posted tributes celebrating the man whose work inspired 3 generations of performers. But perhaps the most emotional part of the announcement came when Minister Grange revealed that Cliff himself had left instructions for his farewell. This detail hints at a deeply personal ceremony, something he envisioned, something he crafted with intention, something that will reflect his spirit. Jamaicans are now waiting anxiously to learn these instructions. Will there be special performances? Will it take place in his hometown? Will there be a procession? Will it be open to the public? All of these questions hang in the air, and the nation waits for answers. Meanwhile, plans are being finalized behind the scenes. Official funerals involve a high level of ceremony, including military honors, cultural segments, national tributes, and state representation. The cabinet's approval means that Jamaica's government will take full responsibility for organizing and funding the event. This level of involvement underscores the significance of Cliff's role in the nation's cultural history. Messages from ordinary Jamaicans reflect a mix of grief and gratitude. Many express sorrow over his passing, but comfort in knowing the country is giving him the honor he richly deserves. Others share the belief that Cliff's music shaped their childhood, their understanding of life, or their relationship with the island. His songs were not just played, they were lived. They were stitched into the culture of Jamaica, into the fabric of global reggae, into the hearts of millions. Jimmy Cliff's death also sparked widespread reflection on his life and final years. Despite his legendary career, he remained deeply connected to his roots. He never lost his humility. He never lost his commitment to telling the truth in his music, and he never stopped inspiring others. His career spanned decades, continents, and movements. His influence reached far beyond the microphones and movie screens. He helped shape the global understanding of Jamaica's identity, rhythm, and soul. As tributes continue pouring in, Jamaica prepares itself for a farewell of enormous significance. The official funeral will not simply be a ceremony. It will be a national moment, a cultural landmark, a global tribute to one of the greatest voices reggae has ever produced. The exact date and venue are expected to be released soon, along with the personal instructions Cliff left for how he wanted Jamaica to say goodbye. And when those details come, they are sure to draw international attention, because Jimmy Cliff was not just Jamaica's legend. He was the world's. His music will continue to play, his voice will continue to echo, and his legacy will continue to inspire. For now, Jamaica waits. The world waits. And soon, the final farewell to Jimmy Cliff. The farewell he wanted, the farewell he designed, and the farewell he earned will take place. It will be one of the most watched and most emotional cultural moments of the decade. And it will honor a man whose life changed the history of music forever.